Today I'm gonna be. Oh, hold up! I'm gonna intro you while you hide. Welcome to the channel, guys. This is gonna be a breakdown video of the last project that I made with my mate Dinley, who is right here next to me. That was a fucking.
What an intro! What an intro!
I dropped your name.
Let's
too
get
early.
this party started. That's perfect. Let's get it. Drop the intro.
When did we shoot this? I think it was 15th of December, was it? Yeah.
15th of December?
15th of December, which I deemed my last project of 2025. This man here
Hi.
is Dinley Jones.
Hi, my name's Dinley Jones. I'm a pop artist, dancer, and filmmaker.
This is a breakdown of the music video that we shot. I forgot to turn on the light at the back.
Oh yeah.
It was just looking a little empty back there. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Shall we?
Yeah, we shall.
Where would you like to start?
So I was supposed to be involved in his previous music video.
Oh yeah.
All of You and All of Me, which is a fantastic music video. It was directed by our good friend Chris Elder, who is also heavily involved in this music video, which we'll get into in just a sec. Yeah, I was supposed to DP for that, but there's, schedules don't line up. And he was like, hey, this next one's gonna be a bit more dancey, and I'm gonna need someone with dance experience as my cinematographer. And I'm like, I used to dance.
You're the guy.
I used to dance, by the way.
We had been talking about working on something together for so long, about finally collaborating, about finally getting our brains that we just spend so much time like back and forthing, just get on a project and throw our creative minds into it. To finally get that opportunity here has been so much fun.
What was the first thing that we did for this one? Like, how did you get that concept?
So the whole music video concept started with me having a song. This was my next release. When I was trying to come up with ideas for what the music video could be, I was looking at a music video called Bad Honey by Justin Bieber.
Good old Biebs.
And it's a video of him just at a bar, some cool RGB lighting, and having a good time, dancing, and just singing his song, having a good time to his own song. And my song's called Dance on My Own. And I thought, let's do that. Let's just do that in our own way. Let's just recreate that. Super simple, super easy. And then I went and took that idea to my friend Elder, who then decided it would be a good idea to do a wanna. He just said that off the cuff. He went, what if you did it as a wanna? And I went, and like my whole world exploded. Like the game was changed. I figured out that I wanted to use maybe 6 dancers, 3 boys, 3 girls, and I didn't know how we were going to make it work. I didn't know the exact story we were going to tell yet. I just knew it was a wanna. It was going to be dancers because that's what our background is, and it had to come together like that. We picked a location that we thought was cool, and we had to scout.
Dinley's wearing a lot of hats in this whole creative process. Pun intended.
Yes.
Yeah. He found the location, and it was at this pub in King's Cross.
In King's Cross, in the city of Sydney. Tatler Bar. Shout out to Brandon.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brandon.
Brandon's the man. He got us to use the place however long we needed, from scouting and rendering the whole mapping it.
We did the location scout, and when we were at the location scout, Leo took a bunch of reference pictures, started looking at different focal lengths to work with. I started getting a full 3D render of the bar location inside the Polycam app on my iPhone. I was going around the location getting full 3D renders, getting full scans of the entire environment. This was so that I could chuck that 3D render later into a program called Blender and start actually emulating the camera's angles and the positions that the people would be in throughout the space. This just took me walking around the room like a crazy person for an hour, getting all the high angles and all the low angles in every corner and crevice.
And you said there was a bit of a complication because there was a reflective ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah, so the app doesn't do well with reflections, but the reflective gold ceiling happened to be perfectly color-coded for the song, by the way. I couldn't get any renders of that, so I couldn't get a proper idea of how tall the building space was, but it was all right. I was able to get a 2D floor plan and some measurements. I was able to get a 3D floor plan to use for Blender.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I did on the day there. That was my job. And again, shout out to Brennan because he gave us 2-3 hours in the space when, he didn't have to do that. Once we had seen the space, once we'd discussed the space, it was time to walk through the space, figure out what sections would take place where, and build the story from there. So I spent a couple of days and a couple of weeks working with my good friend Harry, on the story, the way that the dancers would sort of move throughout the space, and go into Blender and create a previs for you. When I was doing the previs, the animated previs that showed the dancers, that showed the space, that showed the camera work, I'd also put text over the top of that would say something like yellow gold spotlight here on the chorus. Like, it was giving very
specific points.
Specific, free and open, but like very much visual lighting cues through that previs as well, to send off to Elder and to send off to Kyle, our lighting tech. So that everyone had their bits and pieces together. But we only got one rehearsal. I took tape into that rehearsal, and I was taping out the floor with the markings of the location of where the bar would be, where tables and chairs would be for them to sit at, where railings would be, or where walls would be that they'd have to avoid. This was the best I could do to physically emulate the space to the dancers who hadn't seen it. They didn't get to be at the location scout. I wanted to give them as much information so that when they were arriving on the day, they could just immediately translate that space. I only got to rehearse with the girls, so the boys I didn't even get a rehearsal with.
Well, speaking of the boys ones, you only had one dancer, Marcelo. I had to call in a favor post it on my Instagram story. Ultimately, I had to call in one of my mates, Takashi, who was also a teammate of mine back home in the Philippines, and he happens to live here as well as a battler.
Amazing dancer.
Amazing dancer. He's he picked up on the choreography quite quick through iPhone videos, right?
Yep.
He sent him some videos while he was away in Fiji, and he was coming back the day before the shoot, which was highly convenient.
Yeah.
And it was so good. It all worked out so well.
Yeah. And to learn it from, like you said, iPhone videos, and show up on the day, ready to go, ready to translate that choreography into whatever space that's put in front of him, that's a skill in itself.
And professional.
Professional.
That's a key word there, yeah.
Shout out to all the dancers. Shout out to Sasada, Miku, shout out to Takashi, and shout out to Marcelo. Lastly, shout out to Jess Percy. She was amazing. She was so incredible playing the role of my partner in the music video. They all went above and beyond here. They all did this just out of pure belief in us. So again, shout out to all of them. So professional. We couldn't have done this without every single moving piece falling into place perfectly, and every single piece did. And for that, thank you.
We're getting into the technical camera stuff right now. Dinley had requested, since we both have the same camera, just for the sake of the plot, to use his FX3.
Yes.
I have my FX3 of my own, but he was like, let's use mine.
Why not? Just say we did it.
We haven't really used that in that capacity yet.
Exactly.
So yeah, I was more than happy. I know the camera inside and out. As I've mentioned, my choice of lenses were Cooke SP3s from Cooke. These happen to be my, as of late, favorite lenses, not only because it was accessible, but because I'm a huge fan of the Cooke glass. And again, not a sponsored video, but thank you George's Cameras for letting me use the Cooke lenses once again. My choice for this one were two lenses. It was the 25 and the 32, which I pretty much use all the time.
I remember that when we first were discussing what sort of cameras and lenses and how we wanted to go about it, one of the big discussion points was what lens are we going to use. The options we were tossing up between were the Cookes or the G Master 24 to, what is it, 24 to 70?
Yeah. I mean, I was prepared to use my 16-35. Having experienced filming dancers, you kind of need a wide angle to show dynamic movement in both the dancers and the space. And there's a lot of movement happening, and the Elder, who so kindly suggested that just use the G Masters.
Yeah.
Because it has autofocus. My argument was we need a human behind the focus, because if we are dealing with more than one dancer in frame, that autofocus is going to hunt for faces, and it's also very dark in the venue. I fought to have a focus puller on board. Shout out Amelia. Oh my god! Amelia is amazing, by the way. Wait.
So good. The focus was not a single problem the whole day with Amelia on board. There, like,
honestly,
we didn't have to look at it once or talk to her or even question it. we actually had so much faith in her ability to do it, and she was doing such a good job that we didn't even question it. We almost forgot that it was someone doing it. It was so clean.
If she did miss focus, which maybe happened once or twice, Elder would have clocked it.
Yeah.
Elder was quiet about the focus.
Shout out Elder. Elder's the man. He did the gaffing and the lighting for this. Started at 9 a.m. That was the arrival for the crew. We started at 9 a.m. That's when we arrived to start setting up, getting everything ready, getting the camera gear in, getting the lighting gear in, and just filling in the space. The dancers arrived at 10 a.m. to start just getting to know the space, start going over where each section will be.
While he was doing that with the dancers, I was working closely with Elder. This is my first time working with him on set, and it was just go, go, go. And I'm like, oh, holy shit, I need to follow this guy to the ends of the earth, because this is the kind of work environment that I thrive in. Very fast-paced, and he's just like, oh, do this, do that. And I'm like, yes, sir, I will.
They were putting the lighting together on the day, and they were putting all the animation of it together and automating it. It looked so cool.
They turned on all the lights, and it was all programmed into the song, and I'm like, what is this sorcery?
Yeah.
It was absolute sorcery. But I'm pretty sure it's all science, and you can... I'm pretty sure it's all... You can put it in a program, and it will do its thing with accordance to the lights and the venue.
It makes sense.
But I've never done something like that before.
So it's magic.
It feels like magic.
The lighting itself, the tech, it took about 3-4 hours to set up, so that was a very big majority of the day, was just setting it up. They know what they're doing. Like, everyone knew their part, and when everyone knew their part and the lighting was ready to go, we were just ready to run straight through it, and it kind of started really running like clockwork after that. It didn't really feel like there was anything that jarred the pace of the day, you know what I mean? When it came to shooting the one-hour and the dancing and all of that, it flowed really beautifully.
I think we started properly filming around 2 or 3 o'clock.
Yeah. Everyone was so professional, everyone knew their part, everyone did a really good job, and I think that's the day.
Yeah.
Then we go into post-production.
It's coming together.
It's a great video.
Well, shout out to the editor, by the way.
Who did such a good job, bro. Like, oh my god, how did they do that?
I don't know, how did you do it?
He showed me what to do and I did it. Because it was a one-off, it was really easy to come up with a rough draft. It didn't take a lot of editing. Ultimately, it was just like, oh, I like that take, I want to watch that, and then I color graded it.
There were supposed to be hidden cuts in this whole thing.
True.
We were checking out the venue
the
for
location
the first time.
scout, yeah.
We were already looking at places where we can hide a cut here because it's going to be so dark when we move past this pillar. But then I think when we did the one rehearsal, Elder was like, yeah, we can knock it off.
Just keep running through it. Just keep going.
Yeah, we can knock it off.
So we kind of ended up doing a much more authentic one than we originally intended.
Yeah, let's be truthful. There is one stitch that we had to do because we were in love with the take. So
can you catch it?
That I'll leave it up to the audience. I'll leave it up to the audience to try and find it.
You gotta find that.
Yeah. But it was really done so well. I did something on my computer here, and then I showed it to him, and it was hiding that stitch for the hidden stitch. Obviously, for
blew my mind.
Yeah.
I went,
he's like, I'm on my way there.
Yeah.
And so we had to sit down here. We had a proper sit down here, and we tried a bunch of different ones, and we even contemplated on changing the take.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, but I was like, nah.
No. We both liked what we originally had settled on.
Yeah.
It's massive.
It's massive.
I saw a cockroach that big.
That's massive.
I'd be like, that's a massive cockroach.
I bet this pizza has a really good personality.
I bet this pizza tastes nice. It's about the quality of the pizza, not the size of the pizza. Nah, it's a bit small.
Red Bull, sugar free.
I don't know about you, I think this is something so special, like something that I am so excited for the world to see. I'm like, other projects I'm like, I can't wait to see that, can't wait for that, but this I'm like, it needs to be out now, I'm sitting here before it's released.
How different is this particular music video than the ones that you've done?
Well, I've really finally been able to like put on all the hats that I'd love to put on, and it's because of people like you that I've been able to do so, people that I like consider family, people that I love, people that I am grateful for, that have allowed me to fully express my creative ideas without risk of being judged or sounding like a fool. They have let me try things that I didn't know were possible. So like the idea of being able to actually do those things, but also like just the product itself, I think it is so indicative of what we are capable of creatively when we put good minds together. When you're there for passion and for a real reason, and like we really care about this craft.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you are going to see that when you watch this.
I think you're on the process of finding the right people to work with,
Yeah.
and building that trust going forward.
Yeah.
And now I feel like you have a good pool of people to involve in your projects, and I think that's what's beautiful about first and foremost filmmaking.
Yeah.
But also when you create projects like this, you build some sort of camaraderie with certain people that you walk on set, they're your crew, and then when you walk off set, they're your friends.
Yeah. This is like a piece of us. Like I know that applies to me more than anyone on this project, is that this is like a little piece of me that I'm giving you guys, but that applies to you too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Like this is a little bit of our heart and a little bit of our souls.
And we only hope that people who watch it at some point, even just a glimpse of it, will be inspired, I guess, in one way or another. Even if I just inspire one person, that's like I'm happy.
You could have a room full of 100 people in that Lady Gaga
Wait, I was
interview. She
was
said
it like a compilation?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah. The plan for this music video and this song is to release it and submit it to every one of the film festivals that we can. I've done a music video in the past that has gone to London and Los Angeles, and it has won Best Directing and Best Song awards. I would love to travel around with this dude around the world and just go absorb the film festivals, go get nominated, go hopefully win some prizes, hell yeah, and go just network and meet incredible like-minded people. And that's the plan. We're gonna run this music video into your home. You will be inspired.
We're gonna get to planning now, but yeah, thanks for hopping onto my channel, bro.
Let's get back to planning.